Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of this Ruthless Audio 5000.2. This is a 2-channel amplifier rated at 14.4 volts. So let's do this unboxing now. Alright, we got another box inside of a box. So we'll see inside of here. Oh snap, I see it already. Oh snap, and it's red. I won this at the Demo Bros live stream that they had, the 100th live stream. So there we go. We got Ruthless Audio for the sticker right there. And then it looks like right here is the amp. Oh my god. This thing is heavy. Holy cow. God dang. What? There ain't no way this is a 2-channel amplifier. Oh my god. Alright, well, let's set this down right here for now. And let's look at the book and everything like that, because I know absolutely nothing about this amp. So we're both about to find out. So it looks like they have a 2300.1, a 4500.1, 7500.1, 10,000.1, a 5000.2, 800.4, and a 1500.4. So this is what the manual looks like right here. And then let's see inside of here. So basically it just says before installation, amplifier location. Basically make sure that it's, in a well-vented area. You don't want this thing suffocating. That's the main thing that happens to amps is heat. They will get too hot and then blow. So now let's go on to the next one here. Just talking about working voltage is from 9 to 16 volts it says here. And then mono block speaker connection. We don't need that. We need the 5000.2. Right here, 5000.2. It says 5000.2 minimum working impedance is 1 ohm stereo or 2 ohm bridge. Impedance lower than 1 ohm stereo or 2 ohm bridge can damage the amplifier. Alright, so that means that this thing is 1 ohm stable per channel, or you can bridge it at 2 ohms, which ends up giving you a final load of 1 ohm, after bridging. It's got master output, slave input. Alright, let's see what else. Power on LED. Oh, this is troubleshooting. Okay, little troubleshooting stuff inside there. If your amplifier goes in protect or anything like that. Engine or alternator whine noise. That's always good to have, because a lot of people have like the whine noise coming from their alternator and they don't know where it's coming from. A lot of times it's from your RCAs being near a power wire. So always ground out your RCAs and all that. And yeah, so that's that right there. We got a nice little cable here. I believe this is for a knob. Is there a bass knob in there? What do we got here? Not a bass knob, but a highs knob maybe. Oh yeah, look at that. We got a little knob right here. Let's see. Open this up. Alright, oh sweet. So it's got a clipping indicator right there and power indicator on the other side. That's great to know in case you don't want to be clipping on your amplifier here. So yeah, that's pretty premium. Nice metal case on there. And then yeah, this wire should be long enough to go all the way from the back of the truck all the way to the front. And then it comes with Allen keys as well. So yeah, I think that's all that's in the box here. Yep. Alright, we'll move this out of the way, and then we will grab this. This thing is a beast. I will say this thing feels very premium right now. Alright. A little hard to get out of the bag. Come on. Alright. So, looks like what we got here is dual 1-aught power and ground wires. As well as a remote wire right there. That remote wire looks to be probably about 10 gauge. And then it looks like we have 8 gauge speaker wires on the side there. So, and it says left and right. So this is a 2-channel. So you can do stereo with this, left and right. Or you can bridge them right there. And you can see that right there it says positive for the left and negative for the right is bridged. So yeah, this thing is, holy cow. I love the color of this. This thing looks really premium. Oh, it's got a reversible mounting plate here. So, in case you don't want your speaker wires coming out that side, you can reverse it like this, and then you can take this plate off right here and flip it so that way it is always matching. Alright, on the back here, this red looks amazing. Holy cow. This is like anodized aluminum, I believe. At least what I think. We got a fan right here, and then let's see what else. Oh, right here, got your input and output. Low pass filter on and off, so you could probably use this as a bass amp as well, you know, instead of using it for a highs amp. Let's see, high pass filter times 1, times 2. Got your gain right here, and then you have your high pass filter, and you can turn that on and off as well. Same thing with times 1 and times 10. So 50 hertz all the way up to 800 hertz, or 500 hertz all the way up to 8,000 hertz, or kilohertz. And there's also a knob there as well. And then this is where you plug in your knob. And then right here, it's got power, protect, and clip light on the amplifier itself. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it right there. We should take off the back and take a look at what it looks like inside there. Here, so now we'll try taking off this back right here. I don't know, it doesn't say anywhere on it if taking off the back voids the warranty or not. So always just check before taking off the back of your amplifiers. Let's see here, take this off. I'm basically just opening up just to check and see what it looks like on the inside there. Just like that, there we go. Alright, and this is what it looks like on the inside. It's got nice little stickers on top of all the, don't know what these are called. I think they're transistors or caps. They call them caps. It's got really beefy 4 wires going to the speaker terminals there. And then it's got 4 powers. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm looking at. I'm just showing you guys what it looks like. You got all your MOSFETs on the side here. I know what those are. There looks to be a lot. And I mean a lot of freaking thermal paste on there. So this thing is definitely pretty good for thermals. And this heatsink on the outside looks super beefy. I mean, this thing, I don't think you'll ever have a problem with this thing overheating. But yeah, you can see the dual 1/0s there, and then the speaker wires there. Little chip. Yeah, that's what it looks like on the inside. This thing is definitely a little beast. And then, yeah, I got one more thing. Alright, yeah, so let's flip it back over so we can look at it again. And this thing, I mean, this thing looks freaking clean. This paint is anodizing, I should say. That looks mint right there. Set that down. And then anybody curious how big this amplifier is, here's a banana for scale. Now you know. And then, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You can get this amp using code YABO on ampedupcaraudio.com. They got everything that you need for Ruthless. They have 10,000s, they got 5,000.2s, they got all that. All Ruthless audio. Amped Up Car Audio is your #1 spot. So this is the Amped Up Car Audio dual bass knob. This thing is not released yet. It'll be coming out after Ruckus, which is November 9th. They do have the single ones in stock that look exactly the same as this, just 1 knob instead of 2. And then they also have a metal cased bass knob that is even nicer. I mean, that metal case is real nice. But this one right here, dual knobs. You can use one for your highs, one for your bass. And these are 80K potentiometers. For those who don't know what that is, that means that it's a very high quality potentiometer that is super smooth as you turn it up and down. I mean, all you hear is the bass or the highs getting louder and louder. You don't hear any crackling. It just goes up and really nice. You can see here we got these nice grommets on there. These grommets, you're never going to pull those out of there. These things are solid. Nice braided cable. That way it doesn't wear out on your center console or anything like that as you're moving this thing around. Right here you can see metal cased RCAs. These RCAs are the truth. You hear there? These things I have got stuck in between my seat and I've yanked these things and they just hold up so well. I have not had any problems with these things. I've had this thing for a little over, I think, 3 weeks now, and I am so impressed by this thing. I don't know how I lived without being able to turn down my highs from my bass knob. Now I don't got to reach forward on the head unit. Sit there with the Pioneer head unit, just pressing the button, waiting for that thing to go down, those touch screens. But yeah, you can get yours, ampedupcaraudio.com. code YABO. That's right. Use code YABO. You can save 5% when you buy one of these bass knobs. And like I said, they got the single bass knob, they got the metal case single bass knob, and this dual bass knob will be coming out soon.